I watched the pilot of Knights of Guinevere like a bit ago. 2 times actually. I watched it twice, but I wanted to make just a little rambling for it because if I can't find anyone else doing it, like a little rant about the show actually being mid and everyone else is stupid and dumb, then I have to do it myself because I want to see it exist. So I have to be the person. I have to be the change I want to see, I guess. So I don't know. I just thought it was underwhelming. We get like a fine enough opening or whatever, and then it's like a bunch of flash forwards, and then like this one like kind of abstract scene or whatever, and then another flash forward. It's a lot all at once. I mean, the worst part about it really is like this scene of like Frankie and Andy being like kids, and then suddenly they're adults. It was just kind of jarring to me.
The editing just wasn't great, and it wasn't communicated well.
The characters were just bland, you know? The show is created by the creator of Owl House. That's like a show I've wanted to check out for a long while, but I also heard that season 1 wasn't that great. It was just kind of typical kids show stuff, like very typical kids show stuff before it got into season 2. And this pilot is not really giving the best impression. It seems like Donna is like not great with setup at all, really. It's not like horrible, but it's just very bland. It kind of makes me not want to check out Owl House, you know? And I've heard the opposite
From a friend.
from someone who's been watching Owl House not being that interested to check this out because of how season 1 was. People seem to really think this is like super deep because it's like this commentary on Disney. It doesn't need to be like the most not so unsubtle thing in the world. It can be a little bit unsubtle, but it feels like it doesn't really have much to it besides like the Disney commentary. And you know, since Disney has this big bandwagon to go against it, then that means it's like super easy to do something that's like talking against it.
Because everyone will agree that Disney is bad.
And it makes kind of the world building come off as a bit hollow. It kind of feels like that's all it has. Like, look at this world building. You know, it kind of falls down the same trap as like a lot of like indie animated pilots, where it's like it does a lot of fancy, cool art stuff that looks cool, and then the story kind of falls flat because it's a show like made mostly by artists. I mean, the animation is not bad. The art style is fine, but it's not really something I find appealing. You know, I've seen this kind of art style be done better. Yeah, about the Disney thing. It doesn't matter, like, you can base it, like, everyone kind of hates Disney, the left, the right, you know? It doesn't matter what they make, you know? People will, like, rally against something, like a movie or whatever, even if they haven't seen it or whatever. We want original stories, just good ones. Says the person who's haven't even seen the movie they're talking about, you know? That kind of bullshit. It doesn't matter what kind of product comes out of the company, you know? You know, my corporation is better than that bad corporation, you know? Yeah, it is very obviously about, like, Disney or whatever. Disney, Disney, Disney. Words, words, words. Disney, Disney, Disney. Words, words, words. I also kind of hate Disney as a company, but like, capitalism. We live in a capitalist society, you know? Yeah, I watched it twice because, I watched it late at night with my friends, and I watched it the day afterwards just to get a better look at it, and I still kind of thought it was mid, or whatever. Mid. I still thought it was meh. There we go, that's a better word. So much better commentary from me, Sharuba Gun. But yeah, okay, there is like one part in there. The climax of this pilot kind of annoys me. Like, the first time I watched it, I was just super confused. I was like, what the fuck is this machine robot thing that's chasing them for no reason? It came out of fucking nowhere. Apparently it didn't. Like, there's like one shot, there's like a scene or whatever, in that bedroom of like, Guinevere or something, you know? The main focus of that scene is like Guinevere, you know, we see her talking or whatever, and then it like zooms out, she's like still in the center of that shot, and then something to the side of the center of the shot like glows, like a statue thing or machine. Yeah, that machine thing. Its eyes starts glowing. I didn't see that in the first time I watched it. You know, I think something that important should be a more center stage, you know, because the focus of the scene was Guinevere, and that's put in the center. Why was it on the side, you know? You gotta emphasize it a bit more to not leave the fucking audience confused.
Adding this from the future, this is like earlier in the episode, a bit too early. It should have been, this scene should have been placed later, so it's like easier to connect the dots, you know?
But yeah, didn't really like it. Glitch is done better, you know. Amazing Digital Circus is getting better. Hopefully it stays good. I don't want it to I don't want it to be meh. I don't want it to be meh. I think it could. Whatever. If you like this random rambling I did, subscribe for more unscripted ramblings. If you want more scripted stuff or art made by me or like music and stuff, subscribe to my main channel. Okay, that's about it. Bye bye. I love Disney so much!